In this free training, I'll be running through how we grew a brand by 41% in 30 days. To pre-frame this video, I've built 3 7-figure e-commerce brands myself. At this stage, helped over 300 brands scale to 7 and 8 figures, built a 7-figure e-com agency in the process, and got the commendation for Young Business Leader of the Year. We onboarded this client on March 1st. You can see that we got an initial revenue spike here, but for 2 months, we were flatlined. February was 26,000, March was 31, and then April was 31, almost identical revenue from March and April. So really not a good case study for us. This was not a success in the first 60 days. However, at day 60, we reevaluated the strategy. We looked back at everything that we'd done, and we made a decision as to how we could get an inflection in performance from here. And in the next month of May, we took revenue up to 44.6 thousand. This month, we're on track to do about 60,000. So we're going to 2x this brand within a period of 60 days. How did we do it? We increased budgets, and don't click away from the video because you're going to go, oh, obviously they just increased budgets and that's how they got more revenue. But I want to run you through how we actually did it effectively, because 2 previous agencies tried to increase their budgets and drove 0 incremental revenue to the business. So I want to show you how to increase budgets correctly within the context of this specific brand. So we took budgets from 6K to 9K, and the incremental ROI was a 3.33 because we drove an additional 10K to top line revenue. It cost us 3K to do so. So that was the MER. Now that's a profitable MER for them. They have about 70% gross margins. And so their target MER sits at about a 3. Historically, previous agencies tried to double the budgets and it never worked. And here's why. All of the other agencies, and this is what every in-house marketing team does, this is what every agency these days does, is that they try to scale the campaigns that are bottom of funnel. That's your Performance Max, that's your Advantage Plus, that's your branded keywords within shopping and search, that's your meta retargeting campaigns. Every agency tries to scale those campaigns. And they're not scaling the top of funnel that actually drives the traffic that then converts, which is your standard shopping campaigns, your ABOs in Facebook, and your YouTube campaigns as well. These are the campaigns that are actually driving traffic into the top of the funnel so that then Performance Max and Advantage Plus can go and retarget and capture them. And the reason why no one scales the true top of funnel new customer acquisition campaigns is because of the ROAS that's demonstrated within the platform. These campaigns, and this is real numbers pulled from this actual account, 8 ROAS over here, 2.4 ROAS over here. So theoretically, if you're trying to allocate budgets effectively, or you're trying to maximize your return on ad spend as an agency and how it looks for the client, you would want to put all your budget here. It's also a very difficult conversation to have, to tell the client, hey, even though there's an 8 over here, this is going to pay off. And this is how we're actually going to scale. It doesn't seem like a good decision, particularly if you're not within the nuances of paid media. However, that's what we did with an exception. We increased budgets on Performance Max and it worked. And this goes against a lot of the content that I've put out. It goes against this previous slide where I'm saying Performance Max is bottom of funnel. You shouldn't try to scale it. But we made it work, and I'll show you exactly how we made it work for this brand and how you can potentially scale Performance Max as a new customer acquisition channel for your brand. Number 1 is brand exclusion. Really simple, but you need to implement brand exclusions into Performance Max or it will just heavily capture bottom of funnel branded key terms. Number 2 is you don't want to use target ROAS. If you use a target return on ad spend on the campaign, it's going to heavily prioritize high intent users and just go after the bottom of funnel. It will not go and prospect and find new customers because it has to hit a target return on ad spend to continue spending. So you cannot use a target ROAS if you're going to try to scale. Number 3 is we further increased budgets through setting up a zombie product campaign. So we took all of the products that had little to no impressions or little to no spend over the course of the last 3 months, and we pulled them into a dedicated campaign, which was immediately at a 4 to 5 return on ad spend with incremental profitability. Number 4 is we launched a branded shopping campaign. So with the exclusions built into Performance Max now, we wanted a dedicated shopping campaign that would still place on those branded keywords and would also take a higher bid cap to place over Performance Max. And it's through those 4 structural changes being put in place that allowed us to double the budgets within the Performance Max campaign and see a 10K incremental uplift in top line revenue.